Welcome to the channel, and if it's your first time, hopefully it will not be your last. And as always, watch out in the comments for anyone trying to get you over to WhatsApp. They are trying to scam you. I am not a financial advisor. You can get wrecked in crypto. So before you invest, make sure to seek the help of a professional. Today we're going to talk about Digibyte. This is really just a good blockchain that I personally think gets overlooked often. In today's video, I will explain what Digibyte is, how it got started, and what's currently going on with Digibyte, as well as I will give you my price prediction on where I think Digibyte will go during this bull run cycle that we are currently in the middle of. In 2012, Jared Tate was on a website, Stack Overflow. Now this was before GitHub. Now this website is a question and answer website for programmers. This is where he quickly learned about Bitcoin. He quickly realized that Bitcoin has its issues, many of the same issues that we talk about still to this day, such as transaction speed and things of that nature. So as he was reviewing the code and continued to look through it, he had some ideas about how he could make it better. He was actually mining Bitcoin off of an old gaming computer. So it's for these different reasons he wanted to build a blockchain, one that could test out these different issues that he saw in Bitcoin. And he did so. He put out word of mouth online that he would be launching a project. Well, he did launch that project and it took off very quickly and Digibyte was born. So now as far as a broad timeline, Digibyte launched in January of 2014. So you can see from that time in 2012 where he first heard of Bitcoin that it was at least a 2-year period before the launch of the actual Digibyte blockchain. In April of 2017, SegWit launched, and this was the first major altcoin to do so. May of 2019, DigiAsset was launched, and in February of 2020, Digibyte Foundation was launched. So what makes Digibyte different from other blockchains? It uses 5 different mining algorithms. It's 40 times faster than Bitcoin and 10 times faster than Litecoin. Here's a simple textbook explanation of Digibyte. Digibyte is a rapidly growing worldwide decentralized payment network and digital currency inspired by Bitcoin. Digibyte allows you to send money over the internet, similar to PayPal and Western Union, but much better. It has minimal to no fees. You can send and receive Digibyte to and from DGB addresses around the world in seconds. Digibyte is comprised of 3 different layers. Now the top layer you can look at like the App Store. All sorts of digital assets can be created using the DigiAssets protocol, and decentralized apps can be built on top of the Digibyte blockchain. The second layer, which is the middle layer, is the digital assets and public ledger. It provides security and administration. On the immutable public ledger, all transactions are recorded. As I mentioned earlier, Digibyte uses 5 proof-of-work algorithms. New Digibytes come from the mining. Now for the third layer and bottom layer, which is the core protocol and global network, any server, computer, tablet, or mobile device connected to the Digibyte network becomes a node, helping to relay transactions. While so much focus has been on other blockchains, Digibyte has quietly been working slowly to fix things based off of those original core issues that many found in Bitcoin. They really have continued to grow and expand the network and to come up with new, innovative ways to progress. That's really what makes this such a good blockchain. They're continually doing things. The community is great. As far as their social engagement, there are 215,000 followers on Twitter. They have over 13,000 people in the Telegram discussion group. And if you look on the App Store, the app has 256 reviews and 4.6 out of 5 stars. Of course, just looking at the first several reviews, they are very highly rated. So people really do like the Digibyte app and wallet. In May of 2020, Jared Tate stepped down from being the face of Digibyte. The reasons were, he said, because of greedy crypto culture. What many people forget is a lot of these developers did not get into crypto for the money. As I mentioned, Jared Tate got into it because he learned about Bitcoin, became fascinated with it, and he thought that he could come up with something better to serve those purposes. So when you start to see many new people continuing to come to the space, and it simply is for reasons to get rich, when of course we've got developers who have really poured their heart and soul into it, and that's what he mentioned as he talked about the reasons why he would be leaving, or stepping down rather. You can really start to see where he's not the only one over the years who has felt this way. People get frustrated over the price not going up, but you see it much more than price. What he did assure people was that he was not going to sell his Digibyte. He would be holding on to them, and that he would continue to build on the Digibyte blockchain. And he has done that. Even to this day, he continues to post frequently about Digibyte. He's very much involved in the community, and he has kept his word in regards to that. Even just recently, as of May the 13th, you can see where Jared Tate is tweeting to Elon Musk about Dogecoin because of Elon's comments about working with the transaction speeds. And he's essentially saying, hey, we've already got what you're looking for over here. So he's very active in the project still, which I think is great. Digibyte has just had another release, which is optional, basically getting them ready for version 8 to come out. And also, it has been speculated for quite some time that Digibyte would go on Coinbase. Coinbase always helps projects for the most part. We don't know for sure if it will go on Coinbase, but it certainly could happen. And I think as far as price, if it does happen, it's really going to help, certainly within this bull run time frame. So if it does happen, it would certainly be better sooner than later, as we are in full swing of the bull run right now. So as I mentioned earlier, Digibyte is always doing things. Currently, Digibyte is accepted by roughly 600 merchants. That is a tremendous amount when you really think about it, and that number is only going to continue to grow. So as far as all these blockchains that do talk about speed, and I've alluded to this several times, I do think the war on speed is being overblown at times because there are so many newer blockchains that are fast and do have security. But specifically about Digibyte, what I really do like is they're actually being used to purchase things worldwide. And while it's 600 merchants today, the way that they're going right now and the momentum that they're gaining, I can quickly see this number going to 1,200, then 1,800, and then on up. So that's something to keep your eyes out on. They're doing big things at Digibyte. It's been made extremely easy to relay for the network. That is great too. So we have an ease of use. That is always a big deal as new people come to the space. Now for the price. Currently at the time of this recording, Digibyte is 11 cents. What I'm sure many of you want to know, when it comes to price in this bull run, how high will Digibyte go? Currently at the time of this recording, Digibyte is at 11 cents. The market cap is $1.575 billion. And the circulating supply is 14.3 billion, and the max supply is 21 billion. I believe that Digibyte has done well, and I still think it has some more gains left in it. During this bull run, I can see Digibyte landing somewhere at the height in between 40 cents and 55 cents. For it to reach 40 cents, that would be a 3.6x and would take the market cap to $5.72 billion. If it were to reach the 55 cent level, that would be a 5x and would take the market cap to $7.87 billion. There were parts early on in the cycle where I thought Digibyte might pick up enough steam to get it to that $1 level. I don't think it's going to happen during this cycle, but it is a possibility that it could. As I've stated, I really do think that this is an excellent project. I currently do not hold Digibyte. I have in the past at several different times, and I do see this as a long-term hold because I just really see it as a solid project that's not going anywhere and will continue to build. As I stated earlier, it's a project that's being used and it's growing organically with a great community, and I expect that to keep on happening. Let me know in the comments, do you think Digibyte will reach $1 during this cycle? And either way, whether you think it will reach $1 or not, let me know in the comments, what price do you think Digibyte will reach during this market cycle? I do think there's other cryptos that will see higher price action than Digibyte during this bull run. But as far as the project, I think it's solid. I think it's fantastic. And at some point in time, if not during this cycle, even if it is in the bear market, I do plan to scoop up some more Digibyte again because I like the way it performs. And above the price action or anything like that, I think this project is here to stay. And I think we're going to see a lot of great news in the future for this project. Thanks for watching the content. Make sure to leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to hit the like button. Thanks to each and every subscriber. If you have not subscribed, you should certainly consider doing so. Make sure to hit the bell for notification, and I will see you next time.